What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Happy News Network. Today is April 9th, 2021. And right off the bat, I just gotta talk with you guys because I got a bone to pick with you. Nobody has said anything about how horrible the last few videos are. I had to sit Summer down last night and make her watch one of them because nobody's giving me any feedback. I need to know if I look like an idiot or not. And guess what? I do once I watch it on my TV. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm actually so sorry. I don't know why I've been so nervous. I'm just like, don't even worry about it. This one's better. Let's just jump right into it. Right off the bat, we have an art story I think is pretty important. The Louvre Museum over in France. Not too many people over here in the States probably know about it. This is the museum that holds some of the most prestigious artwork in the world, featuring stuff from artists like Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. I almost said DiCaprio. And as of this week, the museum has actually released all of its works onto their website online. Their website showcases all 8 departments ranging from Islamic art to Renaissance sculpture to Egyptian antiquities, paintings from artists all over the world. You can see digital images of works from Michelangelo, such as the sculptures like the Dying Slave, the Rebellious Slave. Paintings from Leonardo da Vinci are up there, just like the Mona Lisa and St. John the Baptist. I'm not even gonna try and say the name because I am not French and I don't want to butcher your name, I'm sorry. Today, the Louvre is dusting off its treasures, even the least known. For the first time, anyone can access the entire collection of works from a computer or smartphone for free. Whether they are on display in the museum, on loan, or even long-term or in storage, the Louvre's stunning cultural heritage is all now just a click away. I'm sure that this digital content is going to further inspire people to come to the Louvre to discover the collections in person. Make sure you guys go over to the website and check it out. The website is in French, so if you're using Google Chrome, just make sure you have Page Translate on. I highly recommend going over to check it out. Whether you even know the artist or not, they have some of the most beautiful artwork in the world on display for everyone to see. And now it's free, so make sure you go check it out. Alright, of course, what kind of news show is this when I'm not talking about some green energy? Like, you guys are crazy. So Saudi Arabia actually just unveiled this massive plan to plant 50 billion, with a B, 50 billion trees to reduce carbon emissions by up to, hopefully, 60%. So being one of the hottest climates, one of the largest, driest deserts in the world, Saudi Arabia is pretty much perfectly placed to just get the entire full effects of climate change and global rising temperatures. So they're planning on taking up the world's largest tree planting effort, up to 50 billion trees across the entire Arab state, as well as doubling the size of the kingdom's protected areas and to create a massive drive for green energy. This enormous effort would reduce carbon emissions globally by 8% and domestically by 60%. Now, the country is very aware that its wealth is mainly derived from fossil fuels, so the country has plans to create 50% more green energy by the end of the decade. Saudi officials went on record to say, as a leading global oil producer, we are fully aware of our responsibility in advancing the fight against the climate crisis, and that just as we played a leading role in stabilizing energy markets during the oil and gas era, we will work to lead the coming green era. So, you know, everyone knows that the Middle East is where all the oil comes from. That's where most of the fossil fuels from our economy are derived from. So they know this and they take this into account. So they're planning on increasing their green energy drive for the whole country, which is amazing. I really wish that more countries would follow suit. We'll see where the future takes us. So, you know, it's the stuff that dreams are made of at archaeological dig sites, to find treasure of the past, to have something pay off for all this work you've committed your life to. So 6 months ago, about 300 miles south of Cairo, some mud bricks were seen to appear in kind of all directions. A team got to work on what would be the largest ever lost city unearthed in Egypt. The city that they found dated way back to the reign of one of the most powerful pharaohs to ever rule in Egypt during its golden age, Pharaoh Amenhotep III. The city is filled with treasure, the team describes. They unearthed many artifacts and even full districts in the city that were so large that they're thought to have held large festivals, gatherings, and even funeral ceremonies. Excavators hope that the reveal of the new lost city will help boost the tourism industry that has really taken a toll after years of instability in the country. That is awesome. I want to go to Egypt so bad. Almost all of the stuff that gets done in Egypt is archaeological work because it's such a big era in history. Like, there's so much to learn and discover. The work that these archaeological teams are doing is just absolutely outstanding. Some of the stuff that they unearth is just stunning. So this one is absolutely my favorite story of the day. Just as we finally start to move into spring, at least in the northern hemisphere, you know, flowers, life everywhere is starting to flourish. And Britain has one of the world's most massive renewable energy sectors, so their sector's starting to flourish as well. On Monday this week, April 5th, Britain, the country as a whole, had its greenest day ever, which means that more of the country's power grid for that day ran on green energy more than fossil fuel energy. And the wind and solar energy sector of Britain literally ran the country for that day. So during the day in Britain, wind made up actually 39% of the total power used, 21% was made up of solar energy, 16% was made up from nuclear energy. With the country's power grid being so largely made up with renewable energy, last year the country went 68 days without firing up a single coal plant, which I think is just incredible. In 2020, they also saw the first coal-free Christmas ever, and February 13th of this year was the country's best day for wind energy, meaning that wind energy made up most of the power grid for that day. So that's it, folks. I'm only doing 5. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm just dumb. It was 4. Today, I'm gonna try and keep these a little bit shorter than normal. I didn't really like sitting there for 11 minutes rambling on about just details nobody cares about. I think this was pretty great. You know, some of these stories that come out, I think, are just incredible. I never would have thought that Saudi Arabia would be leading the next big global effort for tree planting. I mean, 50 billion trees is amazing. I can't wait to see where they put them, what it looks like from, you know, maybe not from space. I can't wait to see what it looks like from higher up, bird's eye view of wherever the heck they're going to put all these trees. So leave a comment down below what your favorite story of the day was. Leave a like, leave some feedback. Tell me what I did well, what I didn't do well. If you cared about what I'm saying, if you don't care what I'm saying, hit subscribe. It really helps me out. You can always unsubscribe later. Guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Oh, and by the way, don't mind my clothes. Casual Friday. I'm gonna just go with that. I just didn't want to do my hair today because it looks like this. So